Well, guys, if you're following along on the videos, you already know we did not make it to the GM tailgate tour. And, no two ways about it. It sucks. But what's done is done. And we got to look into how can we be better so this doesn't happen again. Because if you're really following along, that's twice we've missed some kind of tour, and I ain't trying to strike out. So here's your Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. You might notice just a little bit of questioning in my voice because is this a tech tip? Is this a life tip? Is this you've already said everything you could possibly say. You know what you did wrong, but you don't change. That's like what? The definition of insanity, right? Because I'm trying not to get aggravated thinking about it, but I got nobody to blame but this guy right here. The last one, time management, that was 2 tech tips ago. So I had 2 weeks to figure it out and I didn't do it. And that wasn't the first time management one we had. Realistic goals, taking on too much. I mean, guys, the list goes on, right? And we've talked about all of them. But, I said this is the second time we missed something, right? You guys remember Power Tour last year? Yeah, me neither. You know why? Because I wasn't there. We plan on taking the Suburban. Now, things happened there, and I was able to make excuses. But excuses, they don't bring you results. What they bring you is, more excuses. And we're not making any excuses this time, guys. This is on us. We should definitely be in North Carolina right now. But instead, we're in Maryland. Well, I guess making excuses. So, guys, honestly, there is one major reason Kevin's, he's done with the tour by the time you see this. But he's catching the tail end of that tailgate tour, and we're sitting here licking our wounds, which we will get over. Just give me a minute, all right? Kevin took some of the advice that I put out there. And he said you watch some of the clips, he'd be sending me videos doing one thing a day. There's a lot of guys. Well, there are a lot of guys. They're on the tailgate tour right now. There's a lot of days I didn't make it down here. And I had excuses, right? Work went too late, or I had to go on this. What, there's always something, right? But it's an excuse. Like, guys, I've said it a million times, Megan is like the most supportive. I come home from work every day. She's like, you going down to the shop? And it's not like she's like, you're going down to the shop? Like, these guys are old ladies in the corner just being a bitch. It's not, no, not even like that. She's like, you got stuff to do. She's super independent, guys, part of being like, me being in the military as long as I was and everything. She can do anything on her own. She don't need me up there getting in her effing way, right? So she's telling me to come down here and do work, and I'm like, man, I got up early and this and that. I'm just going to hang out with you. And I'll make an excuse. Like, it's like, I want to, spend, guys, not that I don't want to spend time with her, but she 100% understands. So again, it's on me, right? I come down here and I'll start working on something and, squirrel, and I go mess with something else and I don't get done what I need done. Or I take on too much. I want to do all sorts of stuff. That was a problem with Suburban, guys, because, Eric's already proved it. He jumped in that thing, just watching my videos, jumped in that thing and, drove it home with all the confidence in the world. And also all the, if I don't make it, I don't make it. We'll figure it out. He had a backup plan, and that's awesome, right? But I want to do all this other stuff, which is fine. Kevin did a ton of stuff to that square body. He had it from, he laid out a plan, and made it all work. And we kept moving our plan. Even like, so I mean, like, you know, he threw the trans in it. He didn't do the whole thing. And that's probably good for me because I would have been paying for all of his gas if he did. But he didn't do the whole thing because he managed his expectations when he saw he had a problem with the engine. Unforeseen, these things happen, and then he thought he had one that was going to be like grab and go, and then that one had some issues. So he's doing future planning and making that thing perfect, which is awesome. But, you know, he overcame a lot more than I did. He's out there, I'm not. Now, don't get it twisted, though, because let's be honest with each other. I've driven vehicles way worse than this one for years. All right? I had a 1984 Grand Prix, and I loved that car. So did the Earth as it tried to rust and take it all back into, you know. But I had a 305 with a 350 turbo trans in it, or turbo 350, whatever. You know what I meant. Third gear worked when it wanted to, right? And this was a car my father bought for $100, so he wanted the wheels off it. It didn't fit to what he wanted to put them on, so then he gave it to me. It sat in my back field for a year until I was like, hey, I'm going to drive this because everything else I have is broken. And guys, I drove that thing 75 miles one way to work for like a year and a half. So it was, you know, all I did was change oil. I didn't do anything else maintenance-wise. Actually, I did. I replaced one spark plug wire because I started missing. And I put a starter in it when it wouldn't start the car anymore. And it literally, when I unbolted that starter, it came out in pieces. So I can make a bucket work, but I don't want to turn this into a bucket, right? I like it. Nick did some solid work on it to get rid of the rust and all that kind of stuff. There's some more stuff I want to do to it that as I'm going through it, I'm like, oh, this is bad, that's bad. And I got all these plans, but if I go run it, you know, when I know it's not ready, end up smacking it up or something because of my stupidity, well, where am I then, right? So, yes, I could have gone and made it. It wasn't a smart decision. Let me rephrase that. Yes, I could have gone. Whether I would have made it or not, that remains to be seen. But it is what it is, right? But Kevin said he stuck to his plan where I did not. And that's really where it went, right? Like I said, on the Suburban, the same thing. I took off some time off of work, and my plan was to, as soon as I get, this was like in April or March, something like that. And I was like, I took that time off. I was like, I'm going to work. First day I went out, with the motorcycle. I did a burnout in a parking lot, dumped it, jacked my bike up, which I still haven't fixed everything on that yet, and beat the crap out of my body to where I couldn't really move real good for the next couple of days. So I wasn't getting, you know, so I do this to myself, is what I'm saying. Need to focus. And we've talked about that. That's been going on. And you guys see around the shop, yeah, obviously, focus, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. So, that being said, anybody interested? No, I don't really want to sell it, but I probably should. And just to get it out of the way, because I'm not touching it. I mean, like, so, I don't know, guys. We fucked up.
We fucked up.
We definitely did. And there's nothing we can do about it, right? So, we overcame a lot. Let's look at we bitched, we vented. Let's look at the bright side. This interior looks amazing. It's super comfortable. The truck actually runs, and other than this, drives great. We'll take care of that. Okay, we've already started collecting parts and stuff to take care of that stuff. We got a plan, and we're going to stick to it. That's the key. All right? We learned a ton about steering columns, so that was awful. But seriously, guys, we ended up, I'm thinking about this time last year, okay? We had a Suburban. I liked it but didn't love it. But we got a lot of work done on it. We learned a lot. We saved the vehicle, and somebody's enjoying it still, right? So that's awesome. That's when this came up last summer, I believe. Nick was like, he wanted to buy the new one, and he bought this one, sold me this one. And I said I wasn't going to touch it until the Suburban was done, and I held true to that. And then I really drug my feet, right? So that's that. But I'm not going back down that road, okay? Well, I paused everything for a minute. I started thinking. And even though I'm like over here saying like I'm focused, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you look at like my marketplace saves, all sorts of projects, stuff I definitely don't need. And I'm always looking at that kind of stuff. So I actually I just went through and deleted all that stuff. Unless it was something I needed for this or something for the house, whatever. All the other vehicles I was looking at, gone. There's no reason for me to look at that stuff. I have way more than I need here. And we're going to stop making excuses. We're going to do the things we're supposed to do, all right? We're going to at least do one thing a day. We're going to get down here as much as we can, and when we're down here, make the most of our time. We're going to set attainable goals, and hopefully you guys will be around to watch them all come to fruition. Only one way to find out, guys, keep tuning in on Fridays, because that's when the videos come out that we show you what we're doing. And Tuesday is when we talk about everything we screwed up. Well, we're done with Tuesday for now. All right? We're going to go back to work and hopefully get some things done for you guys to watch on Friday. Thanks for watching, guys.